should you use the LinkedIn career break feature? I'm going to bring in some storytelling into this podcast and quote Reem Abumayyara. She's the person who wrote this article for us. And Reem says, "It was all going well. You had landed your dream job, had finally started climbing the career ladder, and finally felt like you were on track to achieve your professional goals. For the first time, you weren't job hunting in your spare time, and you were feeling more confident than ever. Then one day, the pandemic hit, wreaking havoc on your businesses and the economy. Suddenly, you found yourself laid off from your job, facing an uncertain future with a blemish on your otherwise spotless work history. Against this backdrop, you come across the career break feature on LinkedIn, and it feels like finally you're not alone. If LinkedIn is using this feature, then it must be okay." So you may be wondering if you have faced some sort of adversity in your career, or you took some time off to say travel, or you haven't had a job in a long time, like, do you automatically use this feature? I would caution you to think very carefully about your specific situation before you just say, yes, I'm going to include the LinkedIn career break feature. Think very carefully on whether this is something that is going to be at your advantage. So the purpose, at least in LinkedIn's eyes, when it comes to the career break, is to show that you can bring a fresh perspective, new skills, or new energy. And if that doesn't resonate with you, then this is something that I'd probably caution you not to include on your LinkedIn profile. I want to quote a study here. So it says, to understand more about career breaks, we recently surveyed nearly 23,000 workers and more than 7,000 hiring managers and found that 2/3 of employees had taken a break at some point in their professional career. And just over a third, this is mostly women, would like to take a career break in the future. Yet, with career breaks becoming more popular, some hiring managers are still hesitant to pursue those who had taken a break. 1 in 5 hiring managers say that they would outright reject such a candidate. I'll make sure to include that quote in that study in the description of this episode. But to me, that says that there is no easy answer and that folks still might look to a career break with some level of skepticism here. So what I would say is, yes, if you feel like you could demonstrate that new energy, that new perspective, you could sell that in an interview, absolutely go for it and include that. But I wouldn't necessarily call that out in your LinkedIn profile, and it could work against you if you don't feel like this is something that you could strongly talk about in a cover letter or an interview.